Hello everybody, nice to see you on this beautiful chilly day here in Great Neck today. It's a wonderful day. Come join me on this walk around the neighborhood as I share with you some great information today, and hopefully you'll find something really interesting and really interesting, I said that already, really useful to know as we go on today's walk. Hi everybody, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney. Alright, so what's today's topic about? Today's topic are 3 things that I think you should know if you intend on calling an attorney to find out whether the attorney can help you solve your legal problem. All right, so what is the very first thing that you need to know? The very first thing is that when you pick up the phone to call an attorney's office, you want information about the attorney, right? You want to know what type of experience they have. You want to know what type of success they have. But you should know something. When you call an attorney's office, the really best, the really good attorneys turn around and start interviewing you to determine whether you are the right client for them. And you're thinking, wait a second, you're the one who needs an attorney. I need an attorney, right? How is it that they're deciding whether to hire me as a client? That's what the best firms do, because they want to make sure that they have the right type of client. They don't want just anybody. So now, once you come in, once you get on the phone and talk to us about what actually is going on with you and what your issues are, the fact that an attorney may not want your case, I find that some people get very defensive and start arguing with me. So here's the question that I have. Why are you arguing with me and telling me what a great case you have and how fantastic it is and how you want me to take your case if I tell you I can't help you? Why are you doing that? Some people just don't understand why an attorney would not accept you as a client. Well, it comes down to a number of things. Maybe there's no way to prove liability, that somebody was careless. Maybe there's no way to show what we call causation, that the carelessness was a cause of your injury. Maybe, just maybe, the damages and the injuries you suffered are not as significant as you think they are. So each attorney and each law firm has different criteria for what types of cases they want to take. But I find that some people who think that they have a fantastic case get so upset and so angry when an attorney refuses to take on their case just on the telephone. So my question is, why are you arguing with me? Don't argue. Simply accept that the attorney is not going to take you on as a client, and now go on to the next one. It's not that hard. Okay? I know you have in your mind that you want to hire this attorney or that you think this attorney is right for you, but if that lawyer tells you that they can't help you, say thank you so much for your time and now call the next attorney. That's the simple part. The next thing that I need you to understand is there are instances where you will call an attorney and the time in which you have to bring a lawsuit may have expired. In that instance, again, the attorney is going to tell you that he can't help you. Why? Because once the time limit has expired, it doesn't matter what type of injury you have. It doesn't matter how bad they were wrong and negligent in causing your injury. Once that time limit has expired, the statute of limitations has expired, he can't do anything to help you. And again, I find that people are very defensive and they're like, hey, what do you mean you can't help me? What do you mean my time limit is expired? That's impossible. Well, again, there's no point in arguing with an attorney who tells you that the time limit is up. Instead, thank him for his time, and now pick up the phone and call somebody else. It's that simple. There are plenty of people for you to call. Just do a search online, find an attorney in your geographic area who handles the type of case that you're looking for, and now ask the attorney on the phone that question, whether or not you are still timely. If you call 10 attorneys and they all tell you that your case is not timely, well, guess what? Maybe your case is not timely and you no longer are able to bring a case. So that's the second thing I want to talk about. The third thing that you should know is that let's say that an attorney thinks that you might have a valid basis for a case and now invites you into the office to talk further. The mere fact that an attorney brings you into his office or invites you into his office, does that automatically mean that they're going to take you on as a client? The answer is no, it doesn't. That's not what it means. It means it's an opportunity for the attorney and for you to explore further whether or not your case is right for the attorney and whether the attorney is right for you. That's all it means. So you have a number of factors in play. You are trying to find the right attorney to help solve your legal problem. Hey, nice to see you, Mike. And now the attorney is trying to decide whether or not to accept you as a client. And something else you should know, and this is also pretty important, but nobody really talks about it. Did you know that if you are arrogant, if you are nasty, if you are obnoxious to the staff, I find that the best attorneys turn around no matter what kind of case you have and say, listen, thank you for coming in, but I'm not going to take you on as a client. Why not? Because I don't want to deal with people like you. I don't want to deal with obnoxious people. We're going to be together for 2 or 3 years. And I want to know that when you call my office, you're going to be polite and respectful to my staff. You're going to be nice and understanding. And guess what? There is no room for clients here to be nasty and obnoxious. There aren't. So the attorney has to make a decision about whether you are the right client for him and his law firm. And you have to make the decision about whether this law firm is right for you. So that's it for today's quick discussion about 3 things that you need to know if you're considering hiring an attorney to help solve your legal problem. And you know what? These 3 things are helpful. Why? Because they help give you an understanding that just because you think you may have a valid basis for a case doesn't necessarily mean that you do have a basis for a case. Just because one attorney will not take on your case just on the phone doesn't mean you don't have a valid case. Just means that this lawyer is not willing to take on your case or investigate your case. That's all it means. So pick up the phone and try and call someone else. Well, as always, if you have questions about your matter that happened here in New York and you have not yet started a lawsuit and are thinking of doing so, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. You know, I answer questions like yours every single day, and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at Oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a fantastic day.